up in the Chevrolet. Daisy Duke, jump on out. Make you wanna run around, scream and shout. Find a spot way back in the woods. Country girls, yeah, they do it good. She grab her knees, then drop it down low. Little twist and shake, that's how she rolls.
He's outside by the bonfire. Radio turn way up. Them denim shorts cut way off. And a Chevrolet jack way up. Dance around, turning up. Girl on fire, she burning up. The way she poppin', drop it to the floor. That's that country
She
girl.
put her hands up high, started taking shots. Then she took it to the dance floor and dropped it like it's hot. She was out there with her friends, putting in work. They ain't no competition for her. Hell no, that's a country girl twerk.
Find a spot way back in the woods.
Yeah, that's a country girl twerk.
Country girls, they do it good.
Yeah, that's a country girl twerk.
She grab her knees, she drop it down low.
Yeah, that's a country girl twerk.
Little twist and shake, that's how she rolls.
Yeah, that's a country girl
Country girl
twerk.
twerk, putting in work, dirty dance in the sand in that white mini skirt with her suntan skin and a lime in her cup. Yeah, she just wanna party, she don't wanna get drunk, but she got a bust from my windows being down. And the rumble in my truck when it makes that sound. Windshield fogged up like that red rag top, but the top came off and I ain't talking about the car. Yeah, I'm talking about the clothes, she was strutting in the door, 100% cotton falling off in my floor. Tattoos on point like Kevon D on the Daisy Duke ass girl shaking for me. I got a thing for bad girls, good times and close calls, sleek chicks with nice curves and drop jaws. Bobby doll face swings first from Southpaw, cussing kinda like an all for the white wall. Leather jacket looking like it's 1980, running from the police cause we
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Sorry, it's got me down being small. Sorry, guys. It's been a while. I'm sorry that I have been a little out here and there. I'm sorry that we haven't done a show in a while. Been a little busy. Been trying to take care of some things and helping out with trying to get new sponsors, trying to get some other stuff going on, which I would like to say a big thank you to Jacob's Garage, Mr. Jacob, for them being a sponsor. They are a new sponsor for the Left Lane with Lefty. Give a shout out to them. They're out of Castlewood, Virginia. Like I said, I want to give them a big, giant shout out to them and appreciate them being a loyal fellow follower. And we're doing some work with them. We're also doing some collaboration. We got some videos that will be coming out here soon. There will be of a record build that we're doing. Well, they're doing. I've been helping a little bit here and there, but we've been doing the videos for it. Then we also he's got some other stuff in the works too. And I also want to give a shout out to another company, which is Chavez Towing. Give a shout out to Mr. Anthony. Great, wonderful man. Love you, brother. It was nice to meet the family and everything at the Largecars and Guitars show last weekend. I know it's Monday, guys. I would have done one Saturday. I was in Castlewood doing some work. I was helping Jacob's Garage. We were out in the middle of the woods. I mean, sticks, and I mean down in the sticks. And we were out there on the other side of the mountain where the sun don't shine. And we were going out there, and I was helping him grab a bus. And he was towing a bus out there that needed to be removed. So we were busy on Saturday, and I didn't leave his garage until, I think 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. We grabbed when we got back to the shop, then we had to jump on the Maggie Ferguson, get the front wheels extended out so that way they can do hay cutting on the hillside. So there's going to be some videos and some other stuff and some farm work and that coming out on this channel a little bit. So we're doing a little more venturing, and it's good to see everybody in here. I am appreciating everybody that's stopping in. I see the views going up, so that means we're getting people in here. We got comments coming in. I'm going to play you a little clip. For some reason, they won't let me super cracker. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Look, this is coming from the sticks, way over there out of, Texas. I'm just saying over there in far, far, far away land. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Glad to see you popping in. I have a full footage of the Largecar and Guitars 4 trucking convoy. If you all would like to see it, leave a comment saying yes or no. But I will play you a little part of where they were doing the lineup. I will have that on right here. So let me pull that up and let you all get a little taste of the startup. We're going to be talking about the Largecars and Guitars. We're going to talk a little bit of what I've got going on in the background, why we haven't been doing the shows. And then I want to say I'm going to take my hat off because we really, really have to, because if it wasn't for the legends like Ingrid Brown and the ladies like that, especially over there, Kelly Conway, she's another one. She's another legend in her rights with Trucks with Room to Spare. If it wasn't for these ladies that built the pathway back in those days for you newer generation ladies to have what you have in this trucking industry, we lost a good one, a legend this morning about 11:30, 11:40, somewhere at that time this morning. We lost LESA Yo-Yo Worley this morning, better known as Yo-Yo Trucking Lady. We lost her this morning. I will be playing a couple of clips of her where they did some newscasts, her, running around the drag, the speedway and stuff. So we'll be doing a little bit of that and getting into that here in a few. But let's do a little bit of the convoy real quick. Get that up there. Come on, pull it up there. There we go. We're going to enlarge it so y'all can hear it. Get it going. Boom. There you go.
Drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again. Tell your girl to bring a friend. Oh, Lord. 1. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Tell them bring another round. We need plenty more. Two stepping on the table. She don't need a dance floor. Oh, my. Good Lord. Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jay Dale's got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody at the bar gets tipsy. Everybody at the bar gets tipsy. Everybody at the bar gets tipsy. Here comes the 2 to the 3 to the 4. When it's last call and they kick us out the door. It's getting kinda late, but the ladies want some more. Oh my, good Lord. Tell them drink some. Drunk at 10 a.m. We gon' do this shit again.
That was the lineup for the convoy. And that was the start of the convoy. That was them lining up down there. There was more footage down over the hill that you do not see, but I'm just giving you a little teaser of it, of what's going on. That was what we had going on. Yeah. So, I mean, the convoy was really nice. It turned out great. I want to give a big shout out to Tony Justice for allowing the LLWL, which is Left Lane with Lefty film crew, to be able to run along there and do the filming of the convoy. So I greatly appreciate that, Tony. I really do. Love you, brother. It was a hell of a show that you put on over last weekend. Montgomery Gentry was there. They did a good show. LV Shane rocked the house. And then you had Long Haul Paul. He rocked it on Friday night, and then he did a little Saturday morning, and then later on he was at the bar trailer somewhere around 9-10 o'clock, and then he did a solo all by himself in the bar trailer, which was really good. Come out with a couple of new songs he's got that he's working out. So there's a couple of them I really, really liked, and I told him he ought to do it. And I wasn't the only one. Mr. Van Brown, want to give a thank you to him for sitting there, being there. They played the new Bull Snot song, which was pretty funny. It's part of the Cotton Eye Joe, which you'll probably seen on his page. He's got it posted up there. But yeah, it was a really good night. Friday night was really good. I started there on Wednesday. I was helping Tony, sitting there getting trucks in, getting them lined up, set up for registration on Wednesday. They were lining up on Wednesday, and then Thursday. I want to give a shout out to Semi Crooked Graphics, Josh and Shay. They come in about 1 o'clock. Then they started taking registration. I mean, they just jumped right in it, got into it, and was getting trucks lined up. I was telling them which way they needed to go to drop the trailers. So yeah, it worked out. It's a teamwork to make a dream work, just saying. But yeah, it was a wonderful show. Loved it. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. And then it was at Bristol this year, down on the drag strip. I mean, shoot, they said there was probably enough spaces that he's got. We could probably do close to maybe 550 of the trucks on that show. So next year, I was told there is no registration fee. So come one, come y'all. So just saying, everybody comes in. There's no registration next year for that show at the Bristol Motor Speedway. So that's what I understand is we're having it back there next year, and we're wanting to make it bigger and better than ever. This year it was big. The fireworks was even better than any of them because it was up on top of the racetrack. I mean, it was just absolutely beautiful. Couldn't ask for anything better than that. Really, really couldn't. What's up, Glenn? Oh, look, there's my Cajun brother, Dennis Hicks. Not supposed to try to be my new ride. Ready for the streets. Oh, not much. Trying to get my new ride ready for. Ooh, what new ride, Glenn? What new ride? You ain't telling me. What's up, Bonnie? Thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. We're going to give a big shout out to Miss Bonnie. Miss Bonnie says, yeah, it was a great show. Yeah, it was, it was wonderful. And I'm telling you, we wanted to make it bigger next year. We want at least try to get 400 trucks. What do you think? You think we can do that from now until April, May next year? You think May we can get close to 500 or 400 trucks in there for the truck show? This year they actually brought in antique cars, so there was a spot along the drag strip up there in the front where you actually pull onto the drags. They actually had antique cars sitting there. It was actually a blast. I mean, so you had old cars, you had the old trucks, the old Macs. Man, like I said, Team Chavez, they come out with their two old B61 model Macs, gorgeous trucks. And then there was a few other older Macs, even stuff that I didn't even know made, that showed up. So it was actually pretty cool. What's that, Miss? Look, I got prying eyes. I want to say, since her husband now, all right, her husband goes on TikTok by the North Carolina Milkman. He keeps telling everybody every time I go to a truck show and she shows up, look, the one-armed cameraman has done stole my wife again. Well, I don't have a problem stealing her. She comes out, she works the cameras with me, helps me out. So, yeah, I love every bit of support that I can get from her. She's a wonderful lady. Love her and the family to death. Love John. That is her husband, John. John Williams on Facebook, if you all want to look him up. He does heavy haul for Chavez Towing, which we've done a few videos of them too, and it's actually pretty cool. I got some more that may be coming in the works when I can get a chance to catch up with him and get it done. What? Wasn't going to truck anymore? Yeah. That's what you say. That's what you say, Dennis. I mean, you say it all the time, but just saying. See, look at it. See, I told you. Hey, boyfriend. What's up, girl? Hope the youngins are doing good. Hope everything's going great. John sat there and sent me, well, both of you sent me some pictures what was it? Sunday night. We all went out to eat. That was pretty cool. And I like the new sneakers you got too. So that was actually even better. So that works out too. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on in trucking. What do y'all think about the new ruling that's coming out that's supposed to be implemented, but it looks like Mississippi and Arkansas has already put it to use, and they've already put it to use that if you don't write or speak or understand English, you don't have a CDL no more. What do y'all think about that? I know my brother, my other brother that lives in Texas now. He was living in Florida, but he moved to Texas. Mr. Asian Mai, which we all know as Mother Chaka, the brother from another mother. He's been on there talking about it, and what's y'all's opinions on that? What do y'all think about that? I mean, I think it's good. I think it's been needed, and it's been needed for a long time to be able to. We wouldn't have half the problems that we had over the last 6-7 years with these trucking accidents if they would like the one in Denver coming down the mountain coming into Denver, lost control, burned up his brakes, didn't understand the signs, didn't hit none of the 3 runoff ramps. I'm just saying. I mean, stuff like that. It really, really would help if they did. All right. Well, okay. I'll put. It's about time. About time for what? About time for what? You see that? You see that? She's giving me grief already. She's already getting me. She's already putting it to me. So, yeah, I know. It's been about time trying to get the show back up. So we're going to be doing a lot more shows. Now I'm now on fiber optics. I'm no longer on cable. I don't have to deal with that little cable jack crap and going out or the wire breaking, which I have to worry about it with fiber optics. But I do have fiber optics. I know I'm lagging just a little bit in here, but I got to call them and boost up the speed a little bit. Hey, it's a learning curve. It's a new company, new setup. So we'll get this dialed in. We'll get it dialed in and get it working right. And I want to give a shout out to Diesel Life, Chris and Ashley, great family, great friends. Love them to death. The new law. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. All right. Let me scroll this down a little bit. We got messages running up. Holly says, I have no problem with others coming over, but they need to learn to speak and read English. Exactly. Well, our country did not have it set up. It was not set up as we did not have a national language. So it was kind of hard to make them go by a mandatory of a language if we don't have it to put. Yeah, America has been an English-speaking country, but until Trump took office and made it our national language, English, we didn't have one, so they didn't have to abide by the rules. Dennis, will you quit sitting there? What are you doing about Father Time? What happened to Father Time? What are you doing? Huh? What, Father Time in there playing in the hide and seek in the messages? Is that what it is? Father Time's playing. I also think they need to know English to get a regular license as well. Granted, I understand that 100%. Coming from Florida, which I would say it is 60-40, 60% Spanish, 40% English. When I grew up there and lived there, it was more like a 50-50. But with everybody coming in, we had a lot of them coming in from Cuba, from over the with the law, with the wet foot, dry foot law, that if they come over on a raft, they could sit there and go from wet foot to dry foot. If they were on a raft and didn't get stopped by the Coast Guard, as soon as they put their feet on the beach, the law accepted them in as residents because they were Well, escaping from a communist country, which we understand that. But, you know, a lot of us sat there and said, hey, we need to figure out something different. Then they canceled that, and now they're doing something totally different. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Everybody needs. It's pretty funny when the Canadians come down here. They have to sit there and understand English and read it and write it and everything else, which they're a secondary country to. I mean, to be part of us. Not mean anything wrong with that, Canadians. I don't mean any disrespect, but then you get what you got going on. Then you got them coming in from Mexico. They don't speak English. Their licenses are not the same as ours, but we do trade with them, so they can come in through Mexico into Texas, into California, or into Texas, doing runabouts and switch outs without having any issues because their license is somewhat seen as ours, but it ain't. And they're coming over here, jumping ship while they're in California. Oh, look, I'm legal now. And then jump on around with a company that runs out of the United States. And then, boom, here we are. They're hiring illegals and putting them in trucks. And then we end up with a situation. So there's two ways we got to deal with it. One, we're working on them now, which is they got to speak, write, and understand English. Two, now we got to get the companies to quit hiring them and having them run these illegal loads and running this type of way. You know, I mean, it really is. I mean, oh, look, there's my niece. There's my niece. What's up, girlfriend? Good to see you in here. Oh, look at here. We got a long time listener, long time follower, but she likes to hide. She don't want to be noticed. Just saying. Well, hello, Miss Truckin' V, Miss Vicky Murray. So good to see you. Love you. Love you too, dear. Glad you're doing well. I did see your pictures. I will be giving you a call. I have to go back through and run through my messages and find your number, but I will be giving you a call. I've just been busy trying to keep up with all my stuff. What's that, Glenn? Oh, my brother from another mother, my Cajun raging cousin. Well, y'all be safe. I'll be back going to take care of something right fast. All right. Well, as long as you come right back, appreciate it. What is Miss Cassie? Miss Cassie. All right. So my niece works at the Daytona International Memorial Hospital. All right. So she works there. And she goes, you know, dealing with drunks in Daytona. All right. And she works as a phlebotomist, but she's also now doing trauma. So she's working in the ER doing traumas. So yeah, she's been seeing some lot of bad little features, and she calls me and tells me, and then at night she talks to me and we talk about it, and to clear her mind so she don't have to think about it all night trying to drive home, because she lives over an hour away from where she works. So it just makes it easier that she can talk to me, and it's just the way it's been. But she's another sweetheart. Puts in more hours and more work than anybody that I know, just to make sure her family's taken care of, and her husband does the same thing. So, and then there's the sugar mama right there. That's sugar mama. What's up, Miss Renee? Glad to see you popped in. Glad you're here watching. We're talking up with a few other things. Oh, look at it. Now we got Miss Debbie. Yeah, Miss Deborah. That's my Las Vegas sweetheart right there. Las Vegas, baby. Yeah, that's my other Las Vegas sweetheart right there. What are y'all ladies doing? I'm glad you decided to tune in. Well, actually, you ought to sit there and go, well, finally, Lefty, it's about time you did a show. Slacking. Yeah, I know. I've been slacking. What? Now you're leaving too? Look at this. White boy comes in, starts off the conversation, and then starts talking to another driver and says, be safe, brother. I'm leaving. Peace out. Good night. See you. Takers. You know, I mean, that's what happens when you take a driver and put him local, and then he gets into those, oh my God, I got to work that 9 to 5 hour job. Just saying, you know, he's got to get used to trucking again. But we'll whoop him back into shape. We'll get him there. We'll get him back out there and get him into that circle again. Oh, cool. Yeah. There we go. Yep. That's the way we do it. Yeah. You know it. Oh yeah. So on the everything that's going on. So I got videos. Trust me. I've been trying to work and do editing and getting all this stuff done, and then trying to do other stuff and get it pulled up. Yeah, I've been busy because I've been filming on a special project since November. I've gotten probably, I want to say at least just in recordings, not just, all the little side bleeps and the little bloopers and that went on during it. I think I got about 38 hours just in straight filming of work being done. And right now I know there's over 130 or 100, somewhere like 130, 150 hours of work that's being done that was somewhat filmed. Some of it wasn't, due to because of weather, snow, couldn't get in there. I mean, when they call you and tell you, hey, don't even think about it, roads are ice, the state troopers are telling us that not even us to get on the road, hey, yeah, stay home. And that's what I've been doing. So I've been staying home, doing some other stuff, getting things out there. And now that summer's coming, I think there's probably maybe, I want to say at least 2 weeks, maybe 2 more weeks on this job of filming that we will have this fully done. And I'm going to do there might be enough I could do a 3-episode deal out of it, 45-minute long episodes of the build from start to finish. So it's going to be pretty good. You're going to see a lot of metal work being done. You're going to see custom paint that's being done, which should be this week or next week that's coming. I'll know more in the next day or two. But yeah, that's what's going on there. Let's see what Renee said. Renee says, straight up, catch when I can, and I don't think I've been the one that ain't been able to attend. Yep, you're right. You're not the one that ain't been able to attend. It's been this guy right here. Yeah. A little bit. Yeah, I've just been a little bit not being able to participate, as they say. Ladies in the house. Yeah, ladies in the house now. Yeah, we got you. Bye, sweetie. Oh, you're leaving? Miss Vicky, we know. Great job. Get all that footage. Oh, I have. I got so much footage that I've actually had to buy a memory deck to be able to store a lot of that in there so I can come back and do a lot of editing and get some of this stuff done. I'm hoping it turns out well because of doing audio, putting the audio and the storytelling with each episode. So it's going to be a little work there, but I think I got it. I think I can get it down. Us amateurs, I'm just saying. I do good video work. I'm just saying I've never been a professional at everything I do. Biggie says, footage is important. Great job, LLWL, which is left lane with lefty. One is recording now. Yes, you got to. That's the only way you're going to get any content. And it's really, really nice because it makes it nice to be able to get the footage, get it out there, have everybody being able to do what they need to do. And then she said, what'd you say? Yes, you do. I had to take a class. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to stay away from that. I've actually done pretty well with some of the programs that I've been able to get my hands onto and actually do some nice video footage and doing some workups, being able to time the music to the video and then working it just right so it's not overpowering the video. It's just like on my TikTok and YouTube and my Facebook. I have the actual full long videos. One's 8 minutes, the other one's 6.55. It's 6 minutes and 55 seconds because I still edit it down, but that's still a lot of footage that's there of the convoy. And I actually worked it out to where you can hear the music, you hear the trucks, you hear the horns, but you don't hear the wind cutting through from me running. We were running about 30 mile an hour. So you got the convoy, and then I got the original footage that actually you can hear the people in the trucks and that hollering out lefty, left lane. You know, it was actually pretty nice. Oh, here we go. I'm in trouble now. Milkman made me go video footage of his truck on the interstate from the bridge the other day. I blame you. I told you I was going to get in trouble. That's funny. I'm sorry that he made you get out of the truck and film him, but that is pretty funny. I mean, it really is. But I love you guys, you know. I mean, it's an hour for me to get to Asheville, and then it's another, 30, 40 minutes for me to get over there to y'all, because once in a while do I get him to come up, because Sebas Towing is actually in Charlotte, North Carolina, but you guys live north of Charlotte off of 77, and I'm over here off of 26 that runs through into Asheville, and then I got to go that way. I catch 40, and then I go into Hickory, North Carolina, and then I have to weasel my way down and around through the woods to get down there to Charlotte, or get near you guys there off of 77. So, or I take 40 all the way out, and then I still have to cut back down. So, I mean, it's things that I got to do and working on. What was that? I was at home. I had to, you were at home and you had to drive down there and do it. Well, I mean, that's a good wife. I mean, at least you did do that for your husband. I mean, he can't sit there and say you didn't help him out. So if I hear grief from him, I'll tell him, hey, you got a good woman. She actually come down there when she was at home to drive an hour to go meet you to film. So, yeah, I mean, and that's the way it is. I mean, I don't mind teaching people some of the tricks of the trade and show you different things that you can do and how to do it, what angles you want to get. Anthony sat there and called when I talked to him, not this Sunday, but last Sunday. We were at the racetrack, and he sat there, said, hey, there's a new girl that's getting into wanting to do this. Her dad was in it, and she wants to carry on the legacy. And she wanted to be able to carry on the legacy of her dad, which I thought was great. And she wanted to, which is smart, she wanted to be able to understand how to do photos, how to do different things. And I told Anthony, I said, hey, you want me to teach her? I don't have a problem teaching her. I don't charge, like I said, I don't charge. I should charge people. I should charge people for the knowledge that I know. But I don't. Because why? Because, you know what? I learned it on my own. I didn't have that many people helping me. But I look at it this way. We're all in it to, as I say, we're all in it to win it. But we're all here to help each other out and do what we need to do. And I want to be able, there's someone that's 19, 20 years old that wants to get into it. If she gets into it, learns it right, and can do it and get the shots, the angles, I mean, she can be picked up by 10-4 magazine, Big Rig Mag. I mean, she can get into a few of those. 10-4, get into some of those too. I mean, there's a lot of things that they could do. So it's actually pretty cool. There we are. There's one of our favorite sponsors right there. there's the newest sponsor of Left Lane with Lefty podcast. This is Jacob's Garage, Mr. Jacob. He says, hey, buddy, I'm back in the office now. That's bad when he's saying that at 10 o'clock at night going, hey, I'm finally back in the office. But that's what happens when you run a towing company and a construction company and a horse breeding company. Yeah, man's got too many hats and trying to wear them all at the same time. Love you, brother. Love you, brother. I don't know exactly what we're doing tomorrow, but I know you want me up there in the morning. So I was told to pack a bag. Is that true? Maybe, maybe not. But we'll get back to that. But we're also going to get back into our topics. I know we run off a little bit into this. What is that, Holly? Holly says, it was just a couple of miles. I did it at the bridge by the house as he was coming down 85. All right, so you made me think that, he sent you all the way over towards, Black Mountain and over that way. And, oh, I see how you are. I see the games you're playing. I see the game you're playing. No, I got you. But yeah, like I said, earlier, we're going to get into this now, and then I'm going to get this through because I know Yo-Yo's daughter, if you guys get a chance, you got to go over to Trucking with Yo-Yo on Facebook. That is her group page. You can go over there and see a lot of the stories. A lot of people have been sending her pictures of stuff that they've gotten. Old friends have been in touch with her during that time. I know they're going to have a hard time. So if you guys leave any comments, leave your blessings there and try not to, we don't want to overwhelm them. It's already bad enough that they're having to deal with the passing of her as of this morning at 11:30 or 11:40 this morning. Leslie Yo-Yo Worley passed away this morning. So it'll be on her Facebook page. You all will probably read it through there. But her daughter is the one that's running the page, and some of her family's been there to help her and everything else. We knew she's been sick. She's been sick for a while. I talked to her and until I was found out that I had my issues. I was talking to her kind of regularly on the basis with her and her daughter. I know a few other people have too. But then when I found out, when my problems started getting worse, we kind of separated because I was trying to deal with mine and trying to help them with theirs. And it was just, like I said, there's a lot going on for this little show. But yeah, Mr. Jacob says, I'm going to put you on a tractor in the hayfield. See that? Look, guys, I told you there was going to be some filming. But now I'm being put on a tractor in a hayfield. Just saying. What? Matt's putting lights on the Maggie Ferguson tonight. Lights? You trying to say you're going to work me in the night too? I don't know. I think I feel a headache or cold or something coming on. What do y'all think? You think I should be getting a cold or a headache or something? I don't know if I can make it tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding. I'll be there in the morning. We'll figure this out. But no, I mean, like I said, not many people that can say, hey, come on up and have a good time. We'll have you become a farmer again. Yeah. So, like I said, I want to give a thank you to Jacob's Garage as one of our new sponsors for the Left Lane with Lefty now. So we now have Diesel Life. We got our good old buddy Van, Bullsnot, and then now we got Jacob's Garage, which is actually working out pretty cool. So we get content, we get friendship. I told him the only thing it's going to cost him, he's going to have to feed me. But I only eat one meal a day, but I didn't tell you how big that meal is or how small that meal is. Just saying. And he's got a place over there by him over in Lebanon. It's called the Ponderosa. Good food. Lots of it. All you can eat. Just saying. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on. As Jacob says, this is our motto. We doze, but never close. He's right. They don't close. They're open 20, they're 25/8. That's exactly what their hours are, 25/8. So, on that note, let's get over here and we will get into let's get into the little show for Trucking with Yo-Yo. Everybody, if I could, real quick, I'm going to pull my. We're going to do this real quick. I'm going to pull that out for a second. Put me back. We are going to do. I'm going to take my hat off for a moment of silence for Yo-Yo. She was greatly loved in the trucking industry. She is one of the ones that brought the women into trucking, made it fun to be in trucking, as the way she put it. So I'm going to take my hat off, and we're going to go ahead and give her a moment of silence for the respect. Hey, no. Damn headset. Oh, I gotta love this headset. Bear with me for a minute, folks. The headset didn't want to work. It just wanted to come off, like usual, which is not fun. There we go. Now we can work with it. Get that here. That here. Oh, all right, now we're back on the airways. All right, so let's get on to the Yo-Yo. Hold on, let me see. As we get on to the comments real quick, Holly says, you ain't hard to feed. No, I'm not. You guys are good. Greg says, laugh out loud, we got some towing to do tomorrow. Got to get a camper over the hill to recover first, and then a dump truck in Newport, and then Newport, Tennessee, and then to go. Look, he's got me busy already, so that means there's going to be some filming, which means we'll probably be driving. Are we driving the Volvo? Or are we taking the Mac? Depends on which one. But yeah, depends on how it goes. And as Ms. Vicky right here, thank you, Charles. Prayers and heartfelt. Yes. So we're going to get on to this. We're going to get on, and I'm going to play this for y'all. This is Yo-Yo, the life and the story of what it was like to actually be a trucker and actually enjoy it and have fun, which I don't say we can't have fun now. We do a lot of it at the truck shows. And there's a lot of other places that it can be fun. But this is back when everything used to be a lot of fun. And everybody had that camaraderie going on.
Transport City, here on the outskirts of Atlanta, Georgia.
Have your attention, please. Charlie Brown meets Second Son and Silver Streak in the driver's lounge.
Trucker heaven, where the language is CB.
My handle is Special K.
I got my diesel wound up and she's running like I never before.
My handle is Carolina Flash.
Hit the speed zone, I'm giving all right.
Wolfman.
Still, I don't see a cop in sight.
The lemon squeeze.
6 days on the route, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Truckers who jockey these big rigs like to boast they're modern cowboys, the last of the free spirits. Loners who prefer the freedom of the open road. Oh, they're outspoken and opinionated and proud of it.
I got inchy pants and I want to see what's over the next hill.
Truckers, in my opinion, the last of the great frontiersmen. That's our adventure, travel, and they're the most misunderstood group that I could imagine. America's needs move by truck. I mean, that's not just a slogan on some bumper sticker, those are facts. So these guys are to be commended, and I love every one of them.
6 days on the route, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the route, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight. 6 days on the route, I said I'm gonna make it home tonight.
Well, I got out the ice and snow all right. Got to lay over here tonight if I'll be able to make it home or not. Yeah, well, it's Saturday night. You know how it is when you buy yourself on Saturday night, the old blues.
May I have your attention, please? Yo-Yo, would you please come to the control center? Yo-Yo.
This was the lady we'd come to meet. Handle, Yo-Yo, 125 pounds, a down-home Tennessee woman.
I'm a truck driving mother. I drive from California to Maine.
Clearly, Yo-Yo knew how to do a lot more than pack a pair of size 7 denims. So I asked her to show me around her office.
Is this a gas tank?
Fuel tank.
Fuel tank. We don't say gas.
Well, that's what runs this fuel. It's a diesel engine.
Why does it have to be chrome, or is that just decoration?
Don't you think it looks better chrome?
I think so.
Well, it does.
This your home?
Yeah. Step on it.
Okay. This is great.
Yeah, you got all, the comforts of home.
Everything you'd ever want. Look at this. What is this?
It's those Mickey Mouse sheets.
Yo-Yo, could we do just one thing?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh. Could you show me how to start this thing?
Yeah. With some keys.
You got the keys, don't you?
I don't know. Well, all you do,
you put the key in. Well, I'm okay so far.
Figure out which way it goes.
There we go.
You want to check, make sure it's in neutral.
Uh-huh.
No gear.
Okay.
All you do is have your key over and push this button right here. Don't give it no. Yeah, you don't give it no fuel at all. Just push it.
That's it?
Yeah, it's very simple.
This is the clutch here, right?
Slow down on your gas. Let your clutch out. You can feel it catch.
We're moving!
Right, hit your brakes. Hit your brakes.
Yo-Yo, I think I better leave the driving to you.
Okay.
Let her rip, sweetheart. I'll let you have it all for yourself. Some of us were made for this, and some of us weren't.
I'm a truck driving mother. I drive from California to Maine. Yes, I'm a gear jamming mother, and every truck driver knows my name.
This sets me free. I just get up there and drive. I just got it in my blood from my daddy. My daddy was a trucker. He never done nothing for us. He abandoned mama with 4 of us. I'll call him whenever I'm in Detroit, Michigan. That's where he lives at. And we'll talk and told him if I had been driving a truck for a little over 2 years. He didn't believe me. I tried to convince him, and he still didn't believe me.
Yes, I know I'm to blame, and I feel so ashamed that I made her the image of me.
Another thing Daddy probably wouldn't believe is that Yo-Yo was on her way to a race. The odds-on favorite to win would be a trucker from Raccoon Mountain, Alabama. Everybody knew his handle, Special K. Was Yo-Yo worried?
Start, but at this time, be sure and to keep it out this way. Checker flag, race is over.
The man may think he's a movie star, but he's just another trucker.
I'll try to remember that.
And they're off. 10 biggest, baddest trucks around in a trial heat for the first ever get down and burn rubber bobtail truck race.
You look nice, that truck, kid. You got your hammer down. Break the breaker. Roger, Big K.
It may be a big truck, but it doesn't look as fast as me.
Hey, I'm telling you what, you better not pass this old boy. You're out on the big track now, bro.
Get into the other lane so I can come around you. I'm not allowed to pass this lane.
Come on back here now. You're not supposed to pass this big truck, girl.
Stack to stack at 110 miles an hour. It looks like Yo-Yo won this heat, and she could give Special K even more heat the day of the big race.
Do you see yourself ever settling down and having a family?
Well, yeah. When the right one comes along, I'd settle down. Then when the kids are grown, I'd probably go back to trucking with him.
Let's have a hand for the little lady. She's the one who showed me how. Let's have a hand for the little lady. She deserves a good bow. Let's have a hand for the little lady.
You like the life? Oh, I love it. I get, my truck, and it just seems to fit me. Just what I like to do.
Sorry, I had to mute myself on that one because the video didn't mute. All right, so that's the life of trucking with Yo-Yo. We want to give a big heartfelt thank you to her for paving the way. Her, Ingrid Brown, Vicky Murray, all these ladies that got into it. Shelley Conway, all these ladies that got into it. Shelley's with, she has Trucks with Room to Spare. If you guys check her out, she's over in Bowling Green, Kentucky. She's doing a lot for trucking and doing a lot for the ladies. And yeah, it takes a lot to, back then, it took a lot to be able to get in the truck and be able to drive as a woman. And like I said, it takes a lot of guts, and it's miraculous on how everything went. And for them to lay the door down or pave the road and open the door for everybody to be able to get the ladies to be able to be welcomed into trucking. As you can see, there was a lot of little spits and spats in there, but they cut up, they all got along, and everybody knew everybody. And that's what Left Lane with Lefty was about. That's what I'm about. That's what I want to bring back to this community, is to bring drivers back to the community of having the round table. This is why I invite anybody and everybody to come on this program. When I go live, I'll put a note out an hour before. Y'all send me some DMs. I will send you the link. I can have up to 10 people in here, 10 different drivers, to be able to do a podcast and just sit around here like I used to and do the BSing. If you go back and look about 2-3 years ago, we've been at it now. We're working on year 5. We've been at it for 4 years. We're working on year 5 going into it on this podcast. And I've come a long ways on my own, getting it here. And in the last couple of years, it's been really nice to be able to pick up sponsors like Bull Snot, picking up guys like Diesel Life, Chris and Ashley. They're wonderful people. They are really, really great people. And then now we got the new one, which is Jacob's Garage. And you couldn't ask for any better people in the trucking industry to be able to do this. Jacob, before he started doing his garage, he got his garage started in 2017 when he went straight into doing the towing. But he went full time in 2019 into towing. Jacob was a bull hauler for 31 years, so he knows the ins and outs on a bull wagon, and he can tell you which side not to chew on a toothpick too. At least that's what I hear the rumor is. I'm just saying. We know how them toothpicks are. They can get a little wild, but yeah, depends on how much cinnamon you want to put on it. But yeah, like I said, these are all great people, and being able to do things like that and open up the door for the women to be into trucking. If you go out there and look now, you look on TikTok, look on YouTube, there's a ton of women now that are doing their broadcasting from the seat of trucking. I would be doing this podcast from the seat of a truck if I was able to. Trust me, I really would, because it makes it more homey. It makes it more realistic feeling. Like I said, I drove for 25 years, just the way I am. I mean, and I had the greatest time. I had met a lot of great friends. I got a lot of great friends that are still in it, that I still talk to and deal with, that know me. And it's just great. This is why I do this, is because is the simple fact of being able to keep in touch with trucking and being able to have it still with me, that I'm around trucks 24/7. There's not a time. There might be like a day or two I'm at home relaxing, trying to do some editing, some videos of stuff that I've done a few days before, trying to get stuff out to put it on YouTube. And I do appreciate it. If you guys are watching on YouTube, please like, share, and comment on the channel, please, because that's the only way the channel grows. I get enough. I see all the follows or all the people viewing, but no one's commenting or liking, which that boosts the channel. That gets me out there, for me to be able to get out to you guys, to be able to do more. I understand I've been out of it for the last couple months. I ain't been able to, but now I'm getting back into it. I'm going to force it to happen. And this is the way it's going to be. But this is the reason why Left Lane with Lefty started, was because we wanted the camaraderie of the truckers to come together to be able to talk about this, that, and everything that's going on, new and old. Hear the old trucking stories, hear the new ones, talk about the new regulations, old regulations, how they would have done things different, how things are being done now, and the old guys teaching the new guys information of things to do in trucking to keep them ahead, and not having to sit there and worry about, well, I'm out here driving a truck and I didn't get much knowledge, because, granted, look, guys, schools don't give you much. They give you enough to pass the test, pass the driving test, and put you out on the road with a company, and then you're riding with a trainer that's just barely maybe a year into trucking, and he's trying to train you. It's not fair. So this is the reason why I do the podcast, so we can get the information out to you guys. And then you guys can ask anybody that I have on the panel questions. Anything you have, these guys will have an answer for it. That's the reason why I'm old and new. I got Father Time whenever he's not playing with his crane now. He comes, the man's 55 years. Teddy Bear, which is John Freese, when he comes on, he's going on what? He said he's 46, 47 years of trucking. The man's been on the road a long time, no accidents. I'm just saying. I got Carla Williams. Carla Williams, she's been trucking through her whole family. Through her family. And she's been on here. and I still talk to her today. She's going through some of the issues that I got. I mean, not the exact same kind, but she's gone through some of her on her regular, and she actually she's doing a lot better. But she decided to quit going OTR, and now she's running local, and she's loving it. She gets to stay home, be home at night, and play with her grandchild, which is her first grandchild, or well, her first from her daughter, and she gets to have fun and enjoy life with that. So I mean, there's things about it that you can get in it and get out of it, but that's what this is all about. We're bringing the camaraderie. I'll bring in important information. I'll put it on my page. I also like Renee. She'll come in there. She'll post 2 or 3 posts of different things out there on the Left Lane with Lefty main page on Facebook, which goes from there, and then it goes over to YouTube, and it also goes out there on X. We are on X too. You'll see a lot of videos and quite a few of the episodes. So there's 4 years of episodes that you can go back through from here all the way back. Like I said, we're starting our year 5. April 1st was the start of the year 5. So I mean, May, June, we're just starting into the year 5. So I mean, I'm glad to be doing this 5 years, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys supporting and helping and staying tuned and liking what I do, because we're real. We're not BSing. We're not making up fake stuff. We are real, genuine, and yeah, sometimes it's not PG, even though I do try to keep it as a family-oriented show, because I do have kids that love to watch, that love me, that love other drivers that come on. But there's times that, when we're having a heated discussion, it's back and forth to what one opinion is and what the other one is. And it's not that we're fighting with each other. It's just, it just comes out like, hey, this is stupid. Why are they pushing this, And we got stuff that comes in from the FMCSA, and we're dealing with that too. Mr. Jacob says, I can't remember not having a truck. The first truck I remembered Dad bringing home was a 63 Emeryville. I mean, like I said, guys, I got drivers that have been in this ages. I'm a third generation driver. You got third, second, and we got a lot of first generation drivers driving in this stuff too. And they all come out here, they follow, they enjoy the videos, they enjoy the information that they get out of this. Just like when I first started, I was in it maybe the first month of doing my podcast. And then we had Vicki Murray. She started hers, which was Trucking with V podcast. And for some reason, her system wouldn't upload. I went ahead and gave her the links, everything. So she ended up broadcasting off the Left Lane with Lefty podcast, but it was all done for her. And we put her tag, everything in it. She pretty much controlled it. I just sat in the background, and What's going on now? Why I ain't trying to open an app. All right. Computer's acting kind of funny, so it's probably telling me time to go. But like I said, Jacob's put on here. Let's see what it says. We'll show it. It says, laugh aloud, my second driver is my shirt pocket, and he said he's going to drive all the way back. Yeah, well, we know what that shirt pocket is. That's that, that other thing that we were talking about a little while ago. It just pops up and disappears every now and then. All right. Vicky says, stay tuned. V starts her refresher program next month. See y'all out there soon with all new cameras again. Love you. Left Lane with Lefty. Catch you soon. Thank you, V. We love you. And we'll see you soon too. So on that note, we're going to give a little sponsor shout out right here. And here it is.
Yo, another big shout out to Bull Snot. Check it out, y'all. Look at those wheels. Now we've driven on these wheels. We've driven on these wheels clean since Batiste cleaned them at Chips, Cars, and Coffee. And I don't even see brake dust build up. I mean, really, like, look how crispy this is. That's that Bull Snot work right there. Look, and we drove it all the way back from Chattanooga. It's Bull Snot. We plugged in with them today. Bull Snot actually directly reached out on our in our comments section, so they're really pleased with Batiste's work, and I reached out to them to see if they want to work with us directly. But look at the shine on the tires and the wheels.
Yeah, it made it all the way home
from Chattanooga, and now we've been driving it all week back and forth for school for the kids, for you to work, and today's Wednesday. So the question is, and it was raining. That's right, I forgot about that. And it did none of the brake dust or anything, man. That's crazy.
Even when I drove it in the rain last night.
See, Bull Snot's good stuff. I'm telling you, it's good stuff, people. I wouldn't put anything else on my truck anymore. I use nothing but Bull Snot. I use the wax, the blastables, the deodorant odor eliminator. I use it in my truck because I do smoke. But when I spray it in my truck, you will get in my truck. You'll never smell it like cigarettes. It does not smell like cigarettes. It clears that up. Anybody that's got pets, it cleans it up. His new vanishable that's out, which is the carpet cleaner, it will remove spots out of the carpet. It will also remove it out of your clothes, any grease stains. Spray it on there, scrub it in a little bit, throw it in the washer. It'll come right out clean. You'll never even notice it was even there. Then you got the dashable, which is, it's nice, clean, clear. It's not like Armor All. It don't leave an oily residue, and it don't leave that bright shine where the sun cooks it. It cleans it. Spray it on there, wipe it down, let it sit for 10 minutes, go back, spray it again, wipe it down. Not even dust, cigarette ash, or nothing will land on it. It will not stay. You can sit there and sneeze, and it'll blow all the way across it and won't stick. I'm just telling you, it's a lot of good products. And like I said, it's just a lot of good people that do a lot of good things, and we have a lot of different things going on. I mean, like the glass cleaner from Trucker G. I'll play that next time. I don't have to show you that, but I will show you. Here's. I'll give you a real quick play down. This is from Brandon Carpenter Customs, a really, really good dear friend of mine. But yeah, he lives and breathes Bull Snot too. And if you want to catch him, you'll catch him Wednesday through Friday at the Mayberry Chrome Shop, because he's the main man over that shop now and taking care of it and getting your trucks done right. Whatever you need, they'll take care of it over there at the Mayberry Chrome Shop. Just ask for Brandon or ask for one of the guys over there. They'll help you out and take care of you. Just stop in there.
Hi, I'm Brandon Carpenter from Ashland, Ohio. I use Visipol for just about everything on my truck. I'm out here at the show getting it cleaned up. This product is great for just about anything you can imagine on your truck. I use it on the chrome, the stainless. Heck, I even use it on the paint. Some people think it's just for glass, but really you can use it on just about anything. So get you a can and give it a try.
Yeah, Bull Snot's a great product, guys. Very great product. But on that note, I know it's late. I know it's 10:45 on the Eastern Seaboard. I know it's 9 in Central, going on 10. I know some of you drivers need to get down and rest and get ready for tomorrow. But you probably hear from me tomorrow. You'll probably get some more footage. Like I said, I've been told that I'm going to be cutting hay. Just saying. I'm just joking. But like tomorrow, I'll be going up there, meeting up with Greg, and we'll be headed out. I'll film. You'll probably see it maybe tomorrow. If not Wednesday, I'll have the video out for whatever we do tomorrow. I will try to do the quickest editing, try to get it out there. You may see it on TikTok. You may see it on Facebook, just to let y'all know. And then when I get done with that, then I'll put it on X and YouTube. But if you guys can, please give me the likes, in the comments, because that's the only way I'm gonna get out of this hole with the algorithm. The more likes and the more comments I get, the more shares. Please share it out. The better it is, and then I can get out there and get to you all a lot quicker and a lot better. You guys are not getting going, oh, where's he been? Why haven't I seen anything? So, yeah. But I appreciate it. I love y'all. And Yo-Yo, our hats are off to you. We love you. Keep trucking in God's up there in the heavenly highways. Keep them peats rolling. But we got your load taken care of from down here. We love you. And everybody, we'll see you on the next road trip. And we'll catch you on the way out. All right. Bye, y'all.
Truck drivers don't talk about how hard it is to walk out the front door, knowing it could be weeks before we see our families again, or how we promise our kids we'll be back when we know there's a chance that we may not. Calling up an old friend to talk about old times, but all they want to talk about is last weekend when you were 1,000 miles away. Working a long 14-hour day, backing in and shutting down. Open up social media just to see family and friends gathering. Makes you feel like life could go on without you. These are the burdens that we bury.